I am so dehydrated. Welcome to 24 hours of van life. This is very exciting. Just for context, I was at the Eras tour last night. I'm a bit of a mess. My hair is disgusting. I didn't tie it up for bed and that was a mistake. I'm not sure which video will have gone up first, this one or the Eras tour vlog, but for new people, let's do a recap. So we hired this van from Quirky Campers. Is it Quirky Campers? From Quirky Campers. We have hired it, what's the name of it? We have hired the lovely Mallory. It is lovely, and the host was just, she's so lovely. We picked it up on, today is Saturday. We picked it up on Thursday, so we've had it for a few days, and then we drove up to Edinburgh on Thursday so I could go to the Eras tour yesterday. So we've just had our second night's sleep in it, and we're dropping it off tomorrow. So it's kind of like the last 24 hours, but I was just a bit stressed with the build up to the Eras, so I thought it would be a better vlog after the Eras. And it also means that we're not like figuring out as we go on this video. I will give you a vlog once I've woken up a bit more, but we have just woken up. I've just went to the toilet and stuff. Jack's showering. I am hydrating myself because I didn't yesterday and I can feel it. The van needs a bit of a tidy, the bed needs put away, but I'm gonna try and drink some water, get some energy, and then I'll start tidying the van. Also really quickly, because you can see a McDonald's cup in the background, we did go to McDonald's last night. I know they're on the boycott. We used our points to get a free lemonade because I was very, very thirsty. We are still participating in the boycott at McDonald's, Starbucks, all that kind of stuff. Jack is currently just sorting out the bed. I thought I'd quickly show you the park up because it's beautiful and we're only here for like another hour. So this is it, this is where we're parked up. Those are the toilets, that's reception, and then that's the kitchen, and then this is another park up, but no one's here at the minute. It's honestly, it's so pretty. It's called, what's it called, babe? Linwater. It won Scottish Caravan Park of the Year this year, which is, I'm not surprised because it is really nice. The toilets are lovely. There's a girl over there all dressed up in sparkles for obviously tonight's Taylor. And I'm so jealous. I am so jealous she gets to do it again, but Jack just went, there's no way you could do another night. And I was like, I could try. I would love to go again, and I'm so excited for it, and I want to go over and trade bracelets, but I haven't got any left. But yeah, the situation is we've got to leave here by 12. It's currently 11:25. We just asked if they had any cancellations for tonight, so we could stay again tonight, and they do, but we've actually decided it's probably best if we leave and go back to Northumberland because we've got to get the van back for before 12:30 tomorrow. My battery's dying, but we've got to get back before 12:30, so we're going to go to Northumberland so we don't have as long of a journey to do in the morning and to get everything out of the van before we hand it back. I'm having a vlog on my phone because all my camera batteries are dead because of yesterday. They're on charge, so this will not be a consistent theme, fingers crossed, because we are hooked up to mains currently, so it should charge quite quick. I'm currently just sitting at the side of the van, just having a post-concert existential, was that right? Don't know if I'm doing it right. That type of crisis, post-concert blues, you know, standard, just thinking about it. Jack's in there. What are you doing? Eating cookies. The lovely host left cookies in the welcome pack and they're absolutely insane. Marks and Spencer's white chocolate all butter cookies. Oh, so good. So I think we're just having 5 before we decide what we're gonna do. I will get around to showing you the inside of the van. I took some pictures of when we first went in so you can see, because she laid out the bed lovely. Like, she's done such a good job. So I'll put those pictures in, but then I'll give you a quick tour once my camera's charged up a bit, because I really don't like vlogging on iPhone. I think you can tell the difference. But this is my view. It's lovely. It's ended up a lovely day. Yesterday was disgusting until I got into Edinburgh for the concert, so this is lovely. It was like complete grey skies, pouring, really, really windy, so this is much better. You'll hear it because we are very close to the airport, so it is a bit loudy. Like, the site is a bit loudy. That sound didn't go on again last night, you know, the one that sounded like bees. That must have been someone's van. The night before the concert, I don't know if you can hear the plane. So if you're a light sleeper, maybe don't come here. But someone's van was making a noise on and off like bees, and that was driving me insane. I could not get to sleep. So that coupled with the planes was a bit much for me. But it wasn't there last night, so it must have been someone's van, because I thought maybe it was like the reception or the toilets or something, but it was alright. Yeah, sitting listening to the trees. It's lovely. I love it. We have left. We have just pulled up. Well, we were going to go to a parking ride to just sit and plan what we were doing, but then it was a 1.9 height restriction, and we are taller than that. So we've actually just pulled up in like an abandoned industrial park, which works fine. But having a look, I think I've explained it, but I'm going to explain it a bit more in case I said it in passing. So we thought we would go down to Northumberland tonight, because then tomorrow it means a short drive to home, and then we can unpack the van, and then we've got to get to North Shields, which is about half an hour from where we are. We were going to book somewhere, but then we just didn't. So that's what we're currently looking at. We've looked at Hadrian's Wall campsite, which if you've been around for a while, that's the place that we went camping to last year, which was a lovely site. It was really, really nice. And they do have availability, which is awesome because it's very last minute and it's a weekend. But Jack is currently looking at Park Up, because this van is off-grid. It's got solar panels, which is awesome. And we kind of wanted to try that, but if you aren't from the UK, basically you can't park overnight anywhere legally in the UK unless you have explicit permission from the landowner. But car parks, you can't do it. Like, I know a lot of van lifers in America will just pull up anywhere and park in like a gym car park. You can't do that here, it's illegal. The owner of this recommended Park Up. Is it Park Up? Maybe we're getting the wrong name. Give her a message. Do you want to give her a message? She recommended, we thought Park Up, but then so that's like land where people are letting you park and you just pay per night. But Jack's just looked and there is nowhere available apart from Estonia, so maybe it's not the right app. So she's really lovely, and she said if you've got any questions, just give her a WhatsApp. And then she even suggested like creating a WhatsApp group for all three, but honestly she's so lush. So Jack's gonna message her now and see if that's the right app, because that doesn't feel right. But if there's not anywhere, Hadrian's has got a room, so we'll just go there. It is an hour away from home still, but it's better than 2 hours from Edinburgh, and it's a campsite that I know, which I like the idea of. Yeah, they have got good facilities, so it's a little bit less like unknown. It's just somewhere that we've been before, and it's a beautiful location. It's good like travel location, so we might go there. But I'll show you it properly. But this is the van. We're in the cab right now. Ford Transit. Do you know how old it is? No, relatively. No, not old, but
it's got 121 mile on it. 121,000 mile on it.
Yeah, so relatively old. But this is the front. It does have like aux and stuff, but she actually gave us a speaker that's back there to use, and she was like, she actually finds this better. And we were a bit skeptical, weren't we, because speakers in the car normally, but this actually sounds,
I think when you put it in there and it echoes a bit more,
yeah, it's actually really, really good. So we've been using that, and then there's like a place for your phone, so we've just been using maps on that. But how do you find the drive?
All right. It's heavy, but it's alright. I'm getting used to it now, I think. It's obviously weird going back to a both manual and non-electric car, but it's alright. I think because it's so much bigger, it feels correct. Yeah, it feels correct. Yeah. Like, I think if I went to like a normal Mustang, we drive it. If you're new, we drive an electric Mustang. That's our car. It would feel weird going to like the same car but not electric. Yeah. But because it's massive and it's heavy. And you can feel it's heavy when you pull away, because like first and second gear is hard. Yeah, it just feels right, but yeah, it's good. But the only thing we've struggled with is pulling away, really, isn't it? And then it's not that bad. It's just slow. You've just got to prep for it, really. Yeah. I haven't attempted driving it yet. I can, but I'm not like nervous, but the last thing that I would want to do is damage someone's property. Like, I would hate the idea of that, and I feel like it would sit on my conscience a lot more than it would Jack's. Like, Jack would be like, well, it's an accident, get over it, whereas I would feel horrific because it's somebody's like little home on wheels and she's going and doing a Europe trip in like summer. So like, yeah, Jack's doing the driving. I might do a little bit if we have a short journey at some point.
just feeling a bit hungry and a bit like I think because I'm so tired, I'm just feeling overstimulated very, very easy. But we're stopped and we're having some food. We're back in Northumberland now. We've got a beautiful view for sitting. We are just sitting in the car because like we've got some food up front with us, so we'll just stay here. But we've pulled over so like we could get in the back if we wanted, because there's no access in the front, so we have to get out to get in. But currently just chilling. Got out like 50 minutes to go, I think. Like I say, we're in Northumberland. We've just passed through Jedburgh and what did you think?
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
I said it was like driving through Canada for 15 minutes.
Yeah, the scenery, driving through that part of the borders.
Incredible.
Insane. It was very, very pretty. And we've got beautiful weather.
Like the top point where you got really good views, and then it was like literally the border of England and Scotland. We got to the peak where we could see everything, and then that was the border.
Yeah, so you could see all like way up in Scotland and way up in England, so very, very nice. We have arrived. This is the pitch. I would say it's typical when we're going to sit outside. We haven't got a grass patch next to it. This is it. Lovely. It is quite windy today still. We haven't had lunch, so I'm snacking. I think we're just going to wait for tea because by the time we've got here it's a bit late. 4:20. So I was wanting to sit outside and read, but it's a bit cold. Not cold, but windy. So I might go on my Switch. Jack got me a Switch for my birthday, and I now can play Animal Crossing again. So that's my thing to do at the moment. We are off to get some food. We've been chilling. It got pretty windy, so we came inside, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've been playing on the Switch, doing my Animal Crossing stuff. Jack's been researching stuff and getting depressed about mortgage rates. We're just getting everything packed down because obviously we have to take, as Jack just said, we have to take the house. So we're going to head to Twice Brewed, which if you've watched the camping vlog is the restaurant that we went to last time. It's literally right down the road and the food's good. So hopefully it won't be too busy and we won't need to have booked a table or anything. But yeah, I'm going to head there. They had no room, so we're going to go to try somewhere else.
Yes, thank you. What can I get for you? And another one?
How did you enjoy your food?
It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice actually.
I'm going to give it a go. I haven't drove manual since we first got rid of our electric car, our petrol car. So that'll have been what? How long ago?
2 years.
More than 2 years now, isn't it?
2 years, 3 months ish.
I haven't drove manual since then, and I'm first attempting it with a big ass van. So we'll see how this goes. First, let's appreciate the views of coming out of the pub. Oh, it's just focusing on the window. You can see the vibes. It's there. It's pretty. It's hills. Oh my god! Why is it so stiff?
What, the clutch?
Yeah. Do you not think?
Yeah.
Right. I'm terrified. But I haven't drove.
Handbrake.
Oh crap. Ah, that's not bad.
No.
I thought you said it was hard pulling off.
I mean,
just glide it away. This will be the hard bit.
You were on a hill there, yeah.
Oh no, that's a very good point. Jesus, this feels huge.
It is, so like take corners a bit wide.
Oh, I don't like not being How do I get them? No, there we go. Bloody hell. Okay. Okay.
It's alright, isn't it? Like, it's not too bad.
God, the clutch is so stiff though.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm revving too much. God, it's sensitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it because of the hill?
Yeah, I think it's like when it catches too much, it's just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Oh, I've missed driving a manual though. Not with that acceleration, but still. Oh wait, I'm driving it. We'll see how I go with the hills. How did I do driving the van?
Did well.
I did the hills as well.
You did?
I didn't do the steep ass hill getting up the up to the pitch.
Yeah.
I let Jack do that because that was a bit scary. It's alright, you know. It's alright to drive.
Yeah.
And now we were talking about how, like, obviously because we haven't drove manual in so long, there's the worry of being like, oh, we're going to be able to do it. It kind of just feels automatic when you're actually back in a manual. It just feels like you just, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like riding a bike because I'm sure you can forget easier than riding a bike, but it was just automatic. Like when I got to a junction, I put my clutch down when I was gonna come to a stop, which is there was the things that I felt like I might forget, but it literally was automatic. I didn't even think about it, so I'm quite pleased with myself. I'm quite proud.
Do you want a Mario?
Yeah, I will Mario Kart it. I'm feeling a bit seasicknessy. Motion sicknessy. When we were sat in the pub, I felt like I was still swaying because it's been windy today, so the van's been swaying, and I felt like I still was. So I'm low-key, I am very, very, very sensitive to motion. Like, ridiculously sensitive to motion. Don't take that as that's going to happen to you if you go out when it's windy. But I was getting it, which was a bit strange. So I'm hoping that disappears. I think it might, I was saying to Jack, I think it might have been because maybe, like, sleeping last night when it was windy, that might have been why it's happened. And then we're travelling all the day, and I'm very, very tired, so I feel like I'm like sensitive to it. So, but yeah, that meal was lovely. If you're in the Hadrian's Wall area, Twice Brewed is very much the place that everyone goes. That was lovely. That was good food.
It was so much better, and I expected it to be like more expensive because it feels like an old-timey pub.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't. It was like 15 quid each.
Yeah, Jack got a main and I got a starter and a side.
And it was like £33, including my drink.
Yeah, not bad at all. And it feels like a proper old pub as well. Whereas I feel like Twice Brewed feels a bit more modern, whereas that feels like a proper old pub. Yeah, I think we're going to play Mario Kart. Cool. Yeah? And eat chocolate. We've just finished up playing Mario Kart, and I thought I'd show you, setting it up for like evening. So we've got curtains for this window, that one's already on, and then there's this curtain for the gap to the cab,
which I put on the wrong way just so we've got more like white space for the
projector. So this is what the owner said to use as like a projector screen, but we found that using the blanket that she has,
because it's like mostly white.
Yeah, and then that's an even bigger projector screen. Yeah,
cool.
I think I want to get a drink out first. Could you get it and I'll show them the fridge. This is the fridge. Oh, alright, okay.
I'll just get out of the way so you can show them.
It can be changed to a freezer, but we've just got it set up as a fridge. I could have swore I brought a Fanta. Do I want a cider or a Sprite? I've had a lot of sugar today, let's go for a Sprite. You don't have to do this, but we're doing this so we can have the projector out. There's not going to be enough room for the projector there, mind. And then we're going to put the projector on there so it's centre, because last night we had it on there and it was fine, but it was just a bit wonky. I'll try it with my phone, see if it works. Because it takes USB-C. I've been using the iPad, but when we went to the pub, they had free Wi-Fi, so I've downloaded some of the episodes.
The host provided us with this like collapsible stool so that we can easily get up on the bed because it's just a little bit tall when it's pulled out.
Moment of truth. Yay! It is, it's working. Plugged in there, and then there we go. So, and the speaker is coming through the projector as well, so it's good speakers. We're gonna chill in bed and watch Walking Dead for a little while. 11:30. We're just heading down to go to the toilet because the van doesn't have a toilet, so we're gonna go get sorted for bed and then go to sleep. I was going to show you the walk on the way down, but it's going to be pitch black and people are asleep, so we're going to go for a little walk to the toilet, take 5 minutes and then come back and then we're done. much better last night, which is great. Still not like perfect, but apparently I am now just one of those people that cannot sleep outside of our own bed. We actually, I forgot to mention yesterday, we actually did this night all off grid, which is super exciting. The van has a solar panel, so it has its own electric and it lasts for ages. So there's a little meter on the wall, and so I've got the like cheat sheet she has printed off, and 100% is 13 volts, and I think we got down to 12 volts last night. Like that's it.
12.5 I think it was.
12.5, like that's it, and that's 80%. So she was saying you could definitely stay off grid for like 2 to 3 days, and we were thinking about going like proper off grid, but we couldn't find anywhere to park. It's quite handy having that thing on the wall, and it's charging right now.
That's
like
the thing,
it keeps going up, I can see it.
You can probably stay off grid for longer because it's solar, so as soon as it gets light during the day it starts charging again. Like that's started to go up since this morning.
Yeah, and I mean with how far north we are, it gets dark at like 11 and then is light again at like what, 5?
Yeah.
So the electric lasts easy, but that's cool. It's got all of the water and everything, like those water tanks in there for the sink and like grey water, and then she had a full, how big was that? Like a gallon thing of 5 litre thing of water for us to fill it up if we needed to. There is a toilet, but we haven't used it. It's just
it's like a porta potty.
Porta potty, yeah. It's not a composting one because she was saying she found those very smelly, so it's just one that you got a bag in, and it's in the garage, so it would be the type of thing where you'd have to like bring it through. But
put it out. There's a tent.
Oh yeah, she has a tent for the toilet, so that's good if you like off grid. But we've just been using the facilities because it saves having to do any cleaning up.
And we've got facilities on every campsite we stayed at.
Yeah, exactly. This site hasn't, like, I don't know, the toilets are a bit like smellier than last time. Last time we came and I was really, really impressed by the toilets, and the toilets have been a bit smellier this time.
It might just be off a few days.
Yeah, but it like stinks of wee.
Septic camp might have just been emptied. It does get a bit smelly after that.
Yeah, but the one we were at for the majority of Taylor Swift was insane. It was so good. I wish I got a video of like the toilets, but obviously it's hard to do without invading people's privacy. But they were beautiful, and it had a really good shop, didn't it? A really good kitchen. It had like a Nintendo Wii in the kitchen and everything. The plan now is we're gonna head back. It is nearly 10:30, so, and it takes an hour to get home. We're gonna go home, empty everything out of the van, and then head to North Shields.
This is a garage space. You can see the bed there. There is storage containers underneath these chairs which we brought, which have all the water and stuff in, and the ramps for coming up, the gas canister. There's a toilet that Sarah mentioned. All the electrics and stuff are there. So when you're hooked up to the site power, you can use this kind of box to control all the switches inside. But we can use this power inverter to power this extension lead that just hangs over. There's also the fridge that pulls out there as well, and then all of this space where all of our stuff is.
Back in the car, we have emptied the van, but I'm not trying to dox myself, so I haven't filmed any of that. But we've emptied the van. Jack's already set off because she wanted us back before 12:30, so it was a rush, so he's due to get there at 25 past, but we haven't had time to like fill up the tank. But when she was doing the walk around, when she gave us the van, she said if you don't bring it back on a full tank, I'll just fill it up and take it out of your deposit. So I think I've messaged her and asked if that's okay, because she said that was absolutely fine and she'd like take a picture of the receipt to show us and stuff. So I've messaged her just to let her know, because if she's like wanting to leave her house at 30:30, I'm assuming she'd prefer us to just go and then she can fill up when she needs to. That's what's happening right now. I'm gonna head off after him because obviously we need to get home, but everything's been chucked in the house. It's an absolute tip, but it's in the house and he's on his way to give it back. We dropped off the van fine. It is a few days later. We actually ended up being able to fill the tank up, which was handy because I text after I filmed that clip and she said I've got a little bit of time if you do want to fill it up, so Jack went and filled it up. Do you want to feel how much it cost?
For about 3/4 of the fuel, because we had about a quarter of a tank left, it cost £90 to refill. Which isn't bad, because it like Jack says, we did like 380 miles. Yeah, and it was 3/4 of the tank, and it's a big ass van. Managed to fill it up. We took it back and the owner did like a walk around. Everything was fine, because beforehand she did like a checklist of like damage that was already there, so we didn't get blamed for it. So then she just did another walk around to make sure we didn't do any damage. We just chatted for a bit. We chatted for a bit because I was telling her all about Taylor Swift. And then we were chatting about the van because we loved it, and then that was it.
came home and tidied up the mess of just chucking everything in the house. We absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Do it.
It was the way we drove back through like Northumberland was a really nice drive, wasn't it?
Well, I've put clips in.
Yeah. So kind of it was really nice to kind of like end the trip, kind of coming that way. And the weather was really good the entire time we were there as well.
Yeah, apart from the wind.
Yeah.
But just the concept of van life, I just loved it. I loved it. I love it. I don't think we've talked about this, and I don't think we could do it full time. Like, we couldn't live in a van, especially in the UK. But the concept of having that, I love. Like, literally the first night, I was like, I already absolutely love this, because just being so connected with the outside, but having that like safe inside space, but then having the doors to be able to be opened was just incredible. But to live there full time, I think it's too small of a space for us. Having to like access bits, like Jack was saying, if the weather was bad, you'd probably get quite stressed out about it, because having to open the doors to get to the back, and then rain getting in, and then not having anywhere to put like dirty stuff necessarily. So full time, I was saying, like, if we did it full time, I feel like I'd want a van each, and then it probably wouldn't even work out then anyway. But as like a single person, I feel like it would be much easier. Like, if you're single and debating van life, do it. I'd recommend hiring one through Quirky Campers and trying it out first, but I just think it's incredible. It was so fun. I really, really want to do it again. Yeah,
I think we didn't take Oakley. We could have, but I don't think we actually could have in the end, because it was tight with us anyway. You know, when we were getting ready for bed and we got changed and stuff, it was like a nightmare getting around each other.
Yeah.
If he was just on the floor about with feet all the time as well.
Yeah. Because I mean, pitch. Okay, pitch. This is how big he is. Like, he's not a big dog by any means, but thank you.
Oh, he's doing you lovely troubles.
I mean, like, when we were trying to like pass each other in the little kitchen bit, that was difficult, and that's just us. Never mind, pitch. Never mind, like, having him to get past as well. Oh, you happy? I think it just would have been a bit of like a pain, and also we think he'd get quite stressed out, because we don't sleep with Oakley. Like, Oakley's crate trained and he sleeps in his crate on a night time. I feel like he'd be a bit stressed out not sleeping on the bed with us. Yeah. Like, I feel like he'd just cry and be like, well, why aren't I with you? Yeah. Because when he's with us like all the time, so I feel like he'd get really confused about the sleeping arrangements.
Going to the toilet at night and getting out of the van would be a nightmare with him as well, because you'd have to be on the lead most of the time.
Yeah.
Which is obviously fine if that's what you need to do, but it would just be quite stressful to. Yeah. Anytime you need to open the doors or anything, he needs to be kind of.
Yeah, because we were going in and out all the time, because we put the majority of our stuff in the like garage bit. So I think it would have been a more stressful trip. Yeah. If we took him. I definitely want to do it again. I don't know if we'd take him, but I definitely want to hire it again. I've told that to the owner. We want it back at some point, please. Yeah. But I think she's fully booked until August now, and then she's taking it for a month in September. So maybe not for a while, maybe try another one. But I absolutely loved it. It was so enjoyable. And one thing that I really enjoyed that I was saying to Jack was it was really lovely not having the worry of forgetting stuff, because normally I have such anxiety about leaving things places. Like, even if it's like home, I'm like, oh, I've forgotten I want to bring that. Like I said with the Eras tour, I was a bit stressed out remembering to bring everything, and then I kept having points when we were like leaving the campsite of being like, what if I forgot? And then I was like, oh, literally we cannot have left anything because it's currently all with us. So that was lovely. The motion sickness thing I think was definitely caused by the wind, because once the wind stopped, I stopped having it. It was really, really strange, but like I said, I think I was just really overstimulated. We had no problems with using Quirky Campers. With the booking process, they have to, I can't remember, can you, obviously there's the nightly rate that you pay, the commission to Quirky Campers, and then what was the deposit situation?
It's a £500 refundable deposit, just in case anything goes wrong or missing or anything like that.
Yeah, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for a refundable deposit, but
if you throw it on a credit card, it'll come back before it impacts, so it's not too much of
dependent on timing.
Yeah, it's not too much of a thing. We also pay about £100. Was it £100? No, it was less than that. It's about £50 for the insurance, because it comes with insurance, but the excess on the insurance is £1,000. So we got some. It was recommended by Quirky Campers. We got some extra insurance that basically meant that
the excess was less.
The excess was like £100.
Yeah, it was helpful. We didn't need to use it, but it was helpful. So there are, I wouldn't say hidden costs, because Quirky Campers are very much like, this is what you have to do, but there are costs. Oh, one thing I also wanted to mention as well was if you book Mallory, she normally does like drop off and pick up the same time. So we got it at like 3:30, but I mentioned in this that she wanted it back for 12:30. That's not normal. Like that was just, she had plans and she felt really bad. She was really like, I'm so sorry you can't have it for longer, but I have plans that I can't change. So
And we were meant to pick it up at 12:30.
Yeah.
So we asked for later.
Yeah. So, but normally it's like if you pick it up at like 5, you drop it off at 5 type thing, which is really nice. I really like that. But it was just that day. But she was very apologetic for it. I will leave the links to everything below, like the campsite and obviously Mallory. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want us to try any kind of like quirky trips like this again, like hiring the van or I don't know, quirky getaways, comment them below. I love doing a bit of like travel content, so if there's anything in particular you want to see, please comment. We do have a holiday coming up, so please subscribe if you are new. I would also very much appreciate it if you could like the video, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps to grow my channel, and I'm on a mission to try and get 5k. But thank you so much for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in another video.
Bye.
Bye.